Are you that person that has watched a ton of makeup tutorials and transformations on YouTube and on every other social media platform, but still can't get your makeup to look as good and as smooth as this, or as any of your favorite integers? Then I can definitely guarantee that it's because you're making at least one of the mistakes that I'm going to share in this video. So stay tuned and keep on watching to find out what to do or avoid in order to get your makeup to look as good and as smooth as this in pictures, in videos, and even in real life. Number one, you're simply buying bad products. Now, I usually don't advise beginners to go all out with buying high-end makeup products, especially when starting out, because affordable makeup can actually get you some of the best makeup results with barely any difference. But there's a difference between buying affordable makeup products and buying counterfeit, low quality or fake makeup. Even that could be the only reason why your foundation gets cakey. It could be the only reason why your concealer creases. It could be the reason why your face looks so dry and ashy after you put that powder on. So try as much as possible to invest in affordable makeup brands in order to step up your makeup game. And if you're looking to do that, then I highly recommend this video right here, where I give you product recommendations of affordable Nigerian makeup brands for a beginner's makeup kit. Number two, you haven't recognized that your makeup tools are just as important as your makeup products. Now, people like to underestimate this a lot, but trust me when I say that your products might not be the problem. Your tools might actually be the problem. If you use low quality makeup tools to apply your makeup products, then it can cause you to not be able to pick up the products properly or distribute them evenly or properly on your skin. That can lead to harshness or patchiness and, problems in the long run. So you want to actually look into the makeup tools that you are using to make sure that they are appropriate for putting products on your skin. For instance, for a beauty blender, you want it to be soft and bouncy so that it can be able to blend cream products into your skin seamlessly without having any harsh lines. So you want to go for something like the beauty blenders from Beauty Line by Didi. And for brushes, you want to be able to invest in some affordable brush sets. I recommend investing in some brush sets from an affordable Nigerian brand like Fikabet. Number three, you're applying too much product at once. Now, as a beginner, the worst mistake you can make is applying too much product at once, because you're new to blending. So it will be really difficult for you to blend out that much product properly. So you want to try to apply as little as possible and build up products if you need to. You need to master the art of building up products, which I always recommend on my channel. Even though this would actually take and require a lot of time and patience, you need to be able to give yourself enough time to be able to achieve desired results, to achieve that makeup look that you want, to be able to make it look flawless. Patience, practice, progress. These are the 3 P's of makeup in my own opinion. But I'm just going to piggyback off of the previous reason and tell you that you need to be patient while doing your makeup to achieve that desired results, because doing your makeup has to do with trusting the process. And you've probably heard this a lot of times. So you need to be patient while doing your makeup, and more importantly, you need to be patient with your progress throughout your makeup journey. These were my brows in 2017. This is what they looked like in 2017, and this is what they look like right now. And yet I still can't get them to look right sometimes, no matter how much time I take to draw them. So you need to be patient with your makeup progress, and learning to do your makeup has a pretty much straight growth pattern. So I can definitely guarantee that if you practice your makeup consistently, in 3 months you'll be able to see a lot of improvements, because you would be able to know your facial features better and know how to maneuver things, and just doing it makes it become a habit. So it's definitely going to get better. But also actually think about it. How else is your makeup going to get better if you keep watching and watching and watching videos without practicing anything? Tell me in the comment section, because I'm really curious to know. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. And finally, this is the particular one I keep hammering on all the time. It's the most important important and most essential to me, and it is using videos and pictures to judge how good your makeup looks. This is, I feel like it's so personal to me because this is something that I did when I started learning how to do makeup a lot. Like, I based my progress, I based how good my makeup looked off of the videos and images that I saw online. But there is one thing that you need to know, and it is that every single video is filtered. Now, I know a lot of people might say, oh, but I don't put filters on my videos, but some people don't filter their videos. Hear me out. To filter something means to actually remove anything that's on one's head. So for every time you edit your videos, for every time you even adjust color, adjust brightness, increase saturation, sharpen the video or the picture, you are filtering that video out. And even external factors like lighting, angle, your distance from the camera actually plays a role in filtering your pictures or your videos. And if you think that doesn't count, then what about the image processor of your camera? Different cameras are wired differently. Some cameras automatically increase saturation, some automatically increase brightness, some automatically blur out your facial features, while some actually accentuate those facial features. So you need to take all these things into consideration to know that videos and images from a camera can only be as realistically looking as they can possibly be, with or without any beauty filters on them. Now, if you find this to be your issue, then I highly recommend you go to a good makeup studio and observe a few looks personally and under natural lighting to mentally familiarize yourself with how a good makeup should look. Now, this is a bonus tip, and it is that you're not confident. You're not confident in your skills, you're not confident in your progress, and you're not confident in your results. And the only way to tackle this is to actually make sure you avoid all the things I talked about or mentioned in this video. And if you do that, I can guarantee that you would have nothing to worry about, unless you choose the wrong foundation shade, which is why I showed you in detail how to choose the correct foundation shade in this video. So make sure you click that video to check it out, and I'll see you in that video. If you found this video helpful, then you should definitely subscribe to the channel for more tips and tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. My top lip is sweating like a bitch. Please stop sweating. I need just this last one. Why are you filming? But there is one thing that you need to know, as well as, and if you think